So, Vic, it's so
Here we
nice to
go.
meet you. Thank you so much for joining me. VIP
It's so
season.
nice. So nice to meet you, Jordan.
I know. It is Vic, right? I've got that right.
Yeah, VIC.
Got it. Great, 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 great. Big question for you. Better sequel, VIP season 2 or Twisters?
Oh, that's an impossible question to answer, so I won't be answering it. That's a Sophie's choice.
Yeah.
What's a better sequel? Well, I'm gonna have to say VIP 2 because I'm directly connected to that on a physical level, on a spiritual level. I loved Twisters 2, and I already have the script for Twisters 3. I know exactly what it's going to be, and I feel really strongly about what the next chapter of Twisters. It's an analog to what just happened, and so I'm ready to pass that off to the powers that be. So make sure you hit me up because I got strong and bold ideas.
I'm so excited for it. I can't wait. I haven't seen Twisters, but I'm sure it's great. Uh,
You gotta,
do I gotta?
you gotta see it in D box. Have you seen the reviews of that?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Is
You
it
got to see it in D
Is
box.
it
You got to
does
get
it
it to
did
come
it
back in
shake
the
you
4D
shake
D
you
box.
around and do the things?
Takes spits water in your face, which for a tornado movie
Hmm.
is all you want.
Yeah,
It's what D box was built for, was
exactly.
disaster movies.
This just makes sense to me. You want to hear something super wild?
Would love to.
I have been working on scheduling an interview with Anna Garcia for 7 months. We finally landed on a
7
date.
months
Yes, she's very busy because she's a movie star. Um,
movie star.
we landed on a date Friday. Thursday night, I'm watching Fly Me to the Moon in the middle of the movie. I get the email for the Anna Garcia episode. So I think I am probably the only person you've talked to in the 7 hours of press you're doing today that's talked to Anna about pooping a rock. How's-
Oh, no way. Oh, so you've talked to Anna already about
I've talked to
this.
Anna the wildest timing. Like literally like 12 hours before
Incredible.
we were going to interview and not related to this season at all. Yeah.
That is wild. Okay, incredible. I'm so glad. Oh my God. I'm so curious to see her. I mean, obviously I've talked to her a lot about it, but it's always interesting hearing it come from a third party where there's no pressure. Now,
Yeah.
she's not talking to the person who literally hosts the show. I cannot wait to hear all of her unfiltered thoughts on this.
Yeah, it was very fun because Paul Robolino reminded her that she pooped a rock. She did not remember it at all.
Yeah.
I reminded her of, I believe the exact phrase was "talk about rock hard" when talking about going through puberty, which is a
Yep.
wild thing that is in the episode. My God. Oh,
It's the only episode where I'm like, is this going to be a problem? And I was like, no, I don't think so. It is Anna Garcia.
Anna
But
Garcia is 28
she
years
was
old, to be clear.
so deep in character that literally at one point I was just like, we can't air this. And then I was like, right, it is, it's Anna.
It's a
It's going
human
to be fine.
person underneath the rocks. It's so good. I assume everyone's already told you how good it is, but like it's
But it's excellent to hear it from Dr. Op Out
thank you. I think
himself.
I
So
may
thank
have
you so
been
much.
the leading advocate for VIP season 1 on the internet. I think I can
Yeah.
maybe claim that
I
title.
feel I feel very strongly about saying that you can claim that title.
So I will say going into this, I was a little nervous because I was like, ooh, sophomore slumps are real. And what happens if the show isn't as good? And I just had to like
Oh, not
pretend.
going into this, going into the
I don't
show.
know, going into the show.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah,
I
yes,
thought you
yeah.
meant going into this interview, and I was like, Jordan,
Yeah.
our little bit off top about spelling my name. Come on.
Yeah. No, no, no. This I was
No,
not
going
worried
into the
about.
show.
Obviously, like I was ready. I was gonna get dressed up, put on the old shirt and tie because it was
Same.
important.
My
Yeah.
puka shell necklace. Like I'm a
Beautiful.
eighth grade boy that just got back from my family trip to Aruba. My parents are getting divorced, and they just told me. But they got me this necklace, and I got to braid my hair in one little braid under the rest of my hair.
Love that for you. Is that a thing that got to happen at Disney
Thank
World for
you.
you?
No,
One
but it
single
feels like the
braid?
kind of thing that could.
Yeah.
One single braid. No, I would get the hair wraps. You know those
Hmm.
ones where it's like they would wrap your hair and then put like a little like horse charm on the
Yes.
bottom. Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Not
Yeah,
really, but
that's it.
I
That's what I would
horse
do.
charm very on brand for you. That's the word. Anyway, I was nervous about the season because I was like, what if it's not good? And then I've just been like, I have to be. Someone mailed me this pillow. What do I do if if like the season isn't good, what do I do? And then I watched the
Yeah.
first episode, and it's I forget Princess Emily, Zeke all day every day. The funniest thing I think I've ever seen. I died. I cried laughing
Oh my
talking to
God,
Anna
Jordan.
about it. Like it's so
I'm
good.
so glad you truly I can't tell you how much it means that you liked it. You know, you spent so much time talking to me about it and then also with the show and saying so many kind things last season. And so it makes me feel so wonderful that you took the time to watch it, and that also that you had a positive reaction to it. Like genuinely, it means so much. Thank you for telling me that.
It's so good. I just all of it killed me. I question for you. I'm a professional. Is that
Yeah.
host Vic or real Vic saying that in the moment? Bit of both. Because that's what you say right before
Um,
it cuts to
Cuts to.
yeah.
I think a little bit of both, if I'm honest. I think like a host Vic, I have a couple of things that like get me into like the character mindset when you're like going into it. And that's sort of one of the things that I feel like I go back to is like, I am a professional. I deserve to be a very important news reporter.
Yeah.
And so like, I think that that was one of those things where I was like, get back to it, cut back, get back in character, like get back in there. It was one of those things
Couldn't
like I was my own dad telling me to
yeah.
buck up and get back in the ring.
Yeah. I will also say I was really a joy for me is Anna wanted to know if the genie killing himself made it into the episode, and it sure does. Oh boy. Oh, with a rope, no less. Like there are some
With a rope.
this is this is Nana for season one, where I feel like there are gonna be some people who are upset after the episode, and they're wrong. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Thoughts?
It this one too. I think what will be easier with this one is because it is literally rocks. I think at every turn, I just have like there's sometimes where I'm like, am I being too mean? Am I being too hard? Like I had this after Josh's episode the first season where I literally was like, am I being too mean to Josh? And I had to remember that like Dr. Milk is not a person. It's like me and Dr. Milk can't be being too mean to Josh because Dr. Milk is Josh. It's like, you know, it was kind of something like that where it was like with this episode, because Anna's transformation is so drastic.
Just
I wonder if people will have the same reaction because literally if people are upset, they're like, you are upset at a rock,
right.
at a
A
rock.
rock. A rock.
Anna
A rock
is
monster.
rocks.
Yes. Another amazing season, I'm sure. Do we get who are you really excited for, and why is it Lisa Gilroy?
Whoa, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. I'm so excited. I mean, like it's really interesting. Because we have obviously these like tentpole episodes, not tentpole episodes, like we have these
Big
like
stars this season.
it is crazy. I Jazzy, who does casting, is incredible and has that, you know, like traders cred behind her. So like was able to just like reach out to people and will always boggle my mind that people are like, yeah, I'd love to. I love that show. Really was one of the most surreal things that I've ever experienced in my life. But what was the question again? I'm
I
so
don't know.
sorry.
That's fine. One of my other
No, 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 no,
questions
no. Go
that I
back.
wrote down was, did that answer? How many times have you said, did that answer your question today?
Yeah.
A
So
lot.
that would be maybe six. I think
Hmm.
maybe six, which
Okay.
is not bad for
Yeah.
3 hours.
No, really good. Especially hopped up on yerba mate. Lisa Gilroy, it's gonna be great. We know it is. Like she's
It's so
a sleep
wild.
paralysis demon. I don't know what she's supposed to
Oh,
be, but I'm so excited. You don't have to
not a
tell
bad
me. That's just yeah.
guess.
I
And I
mean, she's a
won't, but that
nightmare,
is a big
whatever she
yes.
is.
It no, but that I now I remember your question. The yerba mate has kickstarted my brain. Uh oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, I have it. 1 second.
Lisa Gilroy.
Oh, yes. Okay. So Lisa, so we had these things, were sort of like, you know, our general sort of like thought of the arc of the season. And I mean, like Lisa just came in with that episode and it immediately, like we finished filming it and it, based on everything that happened, we're like, well, this has to be the finale. So it is, I mean, like it's wilder than I think it's whatever you think it is, it's crazier.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to
Yeah.
assume that since you know what soaking is, this is what I'm choosing for my last question. That you're very familiar
Incredible.
with AO3. There are some
What is
VIP
AO?
AO3, it's
Oh,
a fanfic
fan fiction.
website. Yeah, there are some VIP fanfics on AO3, including a Tommy Shrigley based fanfic called Give Me a Little Clap. Do you want to guess what it is about?
It's a Tommy Shrigley fan fiction about AO.
It's
No,
on
not about AO3.
AO3
It's on AO3
called Give Me a
called
Little
Give Me a Little
Clap.
Clap.
Yep.
This is how I can tell that you taught at journalism school, because these are the hard hitting questions that nobody else had the gumption to ask.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna guess it is about is it like Rocky style is what I'm gonna say. Is it sort of like is AO3, am I crazy? Is that like sexy fanfics typically?
It can be, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it's Tommy Shrigley mapped over Rocky is gonna be
Hmm.
my guess.
I like that a lot. You want to know what it actually is? An incredibly
Do
delightful,
I?
entirely wholesome. Tommy has left the studio and has really taken that final line of be yourself unless you can be someone, unless you'd rather be someone else, and is trying deeply struggling with what that means and like whether or not he wants to be himself. And at the end of it, he calls you to ask if you would like him to bring some more protein powder. And that's the whole thing. There's no sex in it. It's just this very charming, sweet little story.
That's really lovely. Can you send me that link?
Of course I can. I will text it
Do
to
I
you
want
later.
to do
Yeah,
I
there's
want to see the link?
yeah, there's nothing, there's no
Okay.
sex in it. You're good.
Okay.
You're
Great.
barely in it. It's mostly Tommy.
Yeah, I would love to see this
Yeah, it is. I believe the tag is Vic or Vic Michaelis parentheses as background character. So,
as
uh,
background character.
which I think is exactly
Ideal.
what
I
you
would
want
love
on
to see
AO3.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. Vic, thank you so much. Again, such a delight to meet you. I'm so excited for season 2 of VIP. And
Jordan, this was so lovely. It was so lovely getting to catch up here. And seriously, like seeing you on stage now doing going from being this like the unofficial dropout reporter to now actually like getting to like mediate. The is it mediate when you're at a panel talking to
yeah,
people?
moderate, but yeah.
Yeah, moderate. It is cut that. Don't ever let anybody see that I said that. It is it is truly so wonderful now seeing you like moderate all of these actually panels around and about. Like it is so cool to see and watching you online and stuff like that. It just really is incredible. And thank you for taking the time to talk to me today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
Thank you, Vic.